The fluorescent light flickered slightly above you as you folded freshly laundried sheets in the quiet back room of the safe house. The scent of detergent lingered faintly in the air. Your sleeves were rolled up, hair messily tied into a low bun, and an old oversized cardigan hung over your slightly swollen belly. You pressed a protective hand over the curve, grounding yourself as your thoughts spiraled again. You tried to focus on the fabric in your hands, but your heart wasn't here. It was nowhere. Not since he shattered it. Not since he walked past you like you were a stranger in your own home. You hadn't cried in 2 days, not because the pain had dulled, but because your soul had run dry. The ache settled into your bones, now quiet and cold. Just as you reached your another stack of sheets, the door burst open. Your entire body jolted. Oh my god, you gasped, stumbling back in fear and your hands instinctively covering your belly. And then that voice, deep, rough, desperate. Wyan, your breath hitched. You froze. Your wide eyes snapped to the doorway, and there he was. Kim Taehyung, disheveled hair clung to his forehead, eyes bloodshot, chest heaving as if he had been running for miles. His coat was barely hanging on his shoulders. I found you. What are you doing here? You stammered. Your voice was low, cracking under the weight of your shock. I looked everywhere, he said, stepping in slowly like you might vanish if he moved too fast. I tore the whole fucking city apart. You disappeared. You left me with nothing but his stopped swallowing hard. Why did you leave like that, Ryan? You blinked rapidly, your heart thundering in your ears. Because you brought another woman into our house. You snapped, the scream tearing out of your throat like a blade slicing through flesh. You didn't even look at me that night, Theon. You walked past me like I didn't exist. Like I wasn't your wife. Like I was never anything to you. He flinched hard. Your body trembled as you stepped back, fury and grief pouring from your eyes. You think I stayed all this time because of some contract? Your voice cracked and tears prickling the corners of your eyes. I cooked for you, waited for you, slept next to cold sheets, and cried into your pillow every damn night. I fell in love with a man who treated me like an obligation. Taehyung's lips parted, his voice was shaky. Wyan, please, I did see you. No, you didn't. You whispered, catching your breath. You saw convenience, a depth, cleared by forcing me into your world, and then you brought Sue into our home and called her your victory. You choked. You smiled at her in ways you never even looked at me. You stepped forward, agonizingly slow. It wasn't. You misunderstand, Ryan. It's nothing like that. You cut him off, saying, "Do you have any idea what that did to me?" You cried. "Do you know what it felt like carrying your child and watching you fall for another woman?" The silence was deafening until you let it slip. "I'm 4 months pregnant." He froze, air caught in his throat. You looked away, your lips quivering as a tear escaped. "I know," he whispered, his voice like ash. I saw the ultrasound pictures." You jerked your head towards him instead. You left them on the bed. He murmured, his voice trembling as he slowly dropped to his knees before you. "I saw them after you were gone, and I lost it, Ryan. I lost everything. I left it there intentionally," he said coldly. His trembling hands reached towards your belly but stopped mid-air. His eyes met yours, raw, red, and droning. He looked down and then again looked up. I have loved you for years," he confessed, his voice breaking, "since the moment you walked into my world. But I was afraid. I never wanted you involved in the hell I live in. That dark world, the blood, the lies. I thought if I treated you coldly, if I pushed you away, you would start to hate me." His forehead pressed gently to your belly as his arms wrapped around your waist like a lifeline. "And when the contract ended, you would walk away without pain. You would forget me. You would be safe. That was the plan." His tears soaked your cardigan. "I never meant to fall this deep, and I never wanted you to fall too." You stood frozen, heart cracking in places. You didn't know we're still home. I'll leave everything Ryan, he whispered, lifting his head to meet your eyes. I'll leave the mafia, the guns, the fucking darkness. I'll burn it all down if it means you and our baby will have a normal life. I'm done running. I'm done hiding behind cruelty. He kissed your baby bum softly, then your hand. Just come home, please. Let me be the man I should have been. Let me be a father, a husband you deserve. You reached out and gently touched his hair. He sobbed, I'm so tired, Ryan. I want to live, just live with you, with our child. No more blood, no more fear. I'll sacrifice everything, even my love for you, if that contract is the chain holding you back. But I can't let you go now. I can't. You pulled him up to his feet, his hands still clenching to yours. His face was pale and drenched in grief. And then you said it, words like daggers. I can't forget them. His eyes widened. What? I want to forgive you. I do, but I can't just forget the pain. I can't erase the nights I cried myself to sleep, the days I waited for a text, a glance, a crumb of affection. You left me so hollow, Taehyung. I don't even recognize myself anymore. His breath stuttered. No, no, please. He sobbed hard. I need space. I need time. I need to heal, to love myself again. And then we took a deep breath. Then I'll decide if I want to give you another chance or if I'll raise this child as a single mother. I don't want to be pathetic, Taehyung. He stumbled back as strapped like you would slap him. Ryan, don't say that. Please don't give up on me. Don't give up on us. You gave up first. You whispered long before I even thought of leaving. A thick silence hung between you. Then slowly, painfully, Taehyung nodded, his jaw clenched, tears rolling down his cheeks like a storm that wouldn't stop. Okay, he rasped. I'll wait. I'll give you time, as long as it takes, but I will win your heart again. I'll become the man you deserve, the father this child deserves. Even if you never come back to me, I'll never stop trying. You watched as he took one last long look at you. Memorizing everything, the sadness in your eyes, the shape of your belly, the walls between you that he had built. And then he left, not with the pride of a mafia king, but with the ache of a man who finally realized he had everything and almost lost it all. You were now living with Leah, your best friend, in a quiet apartment far from the mafia wood that once consumed your every breath. The baby inside you was growing rapidly, your belly round and obvious now. Every day brought a mix of emotions, fear, loneliness, anger, and the occasional flutter of joy when your child kicked, reminding you that something good still came from all the pain. And then there was Theo, like clockwork he showed up, not at your door, but just close enough. You stepped out with your grocery bag and see him across the street leaning against his black car, holding a brown paper bag filled with parental vitamins, warm soup, or fresh fruits. You never asked him to come, but he comes out anyway. You gritted your teeth when you saw him that morning again. He's here again, she whispered beside you as you peered through the window blinds. You sighed deeply. He is wasting his time. Leah looked at you with a tilt of her head. Is he? You didn't reply.